The hip-hop world is at war again, and this time it's personal. What started as brotherhood turned into betrayal. And what used to be love between two legends has now become one of the most talked about feuds in rap history. Kanye West versus Jay-Z. It's the battle that shook the soul of hip-hop forever. It began with whispers in the industry. Rumors that Kanye felt used, that Jay-Z was gatekeeping his comeback, and that a certain secret deal between Jay and the streaming giants was meant to bury Kanye's new project before it even dropped. But then, things got ugly. Real ugly. From leaked voicemails and mysterious tweets to Beyoncé's rumored warning call to Kim Kardashian. The drama spiraled faster than anyone expected. Fans were torn. Producers started picking sides. And what happened next would expose a decade of unspoken resentment between two of hip-hop's biggest icons. But here's the thing. No one saw the twist coming. Because behind the cameras, behind the contracts, and behind the headlines lies a story deeper than just music. It's about betrayal, control, and the price of power. It all started with silence. The kind of silence that screams louder than words. For years, Kanye West and Jay-Z were the face of hip-hop brotherhood, a bond built on creativity, respect, and mutual ambition. From the blueprint to Watch the Throne, they stood side by side, redefining music, culture, and building an empire together. But somewhere between the awards shows, the billion-dollar deals, and the fame, that brotherhood cracked. Insiders say it began back in 2016. When Kanye took the stage during his St. Pablo tour and went off script. He didn't just perform, he vented. "Jay-Z, call me, brew. You still ain't call me. I know you got killers. Don't send them at my head. Just call me." Those words were raw, emotional, and completely unfiltered. It was a cry for help, a public call-out that exposed the tension nobody wanted to admit at first. Fans thought it was just Kanye being Kanye, impulsive, unpredictable, emotional. But weeks later, when Jay-Z dropped subtle lines on 444, everything changed. "You dropped out of school. I bought the same crib, Jay rapped, and hip-hop Twitter went nuclear." The subliminals felt personal. It wasn't just music anymore, it was a message. Behind the scenes, industry sources claimed Kanye felt betrayed. He'd believed that Jay-Z was more than a mentor. He was a brother. But when Ye's mental health struggles hit headlines, when his controversies mounted, and when his brand became too risky, Jay reportedly backed away. Meetings were canceled. Projects were shelved. Jay stopped taking his calls. One insider told Rap Daily he wanted distance. But Kanye took it as rejection. And that's where the real war began. According to leaked emails from Iraq. Nation Insider, which later disappeared mysteriously, Kanye believed Jay-Z was blocking deals connected to Yeezy Media, a collaboration that was pitching to Netflix, allegedly. Got pulled after Jay-Z's company signed an exclusive deal with the same execs. It was corporate chess, and Kanye felt like he'd just been checkmated. But the wasn't about to stay quiet. In 2021, he went live unscripted, unfiltered, and fully emotional. "Everybody talking about loyalty," Kanye said, pacing in front of his phone camera. "But where was loyalty when I needed help? Where was loyalty when I was losing my family? Jay don't check on me, but he checked my numbers." That clip hit 10 million views in 48 hours. Fans were shocked. Some sided with the others, accused him of spiraling again. But what nobody realized then was that this was just the beginning. Because days later, a mysterious track leaked online. A demo allegedly titled "Throne No More." The lyrics were cold. Brothers turn to business. Then business turns to war. You taught me how to build a kingdom. Then you locked the door. Sounded like Kanye, angry, reflective, raw. But the file's metadata. It was traced to a studio in Calabasas, one that hadn't used in months. Some fans believe Jay-Z leaked it himself to make Kanye look unstable. Others thought it was Kanye's team trying to stir the pot. Either way, the fire was spreading. Then came the Diddy Party incident. In early 2022, both Kanye and Jay-Z were invited to Diddy's private celebration in Miami. It was supposed to be a night of peace, a reunion for old friends. But witnesses say what happened that night reignited a feud that had never truly cooled. Sources who attended told. Say Cheese TV that when Kanye walked in, Jay-Z barely looked up. Beyoncé reportedly whispered something to Jay, and he simply nodded. Kanye, already feeling the tension, raised his glass across the room, but Jay didn't respond. Seconds later, they walked straight up to him and said, "You used to call me family, now you're looking at me like competition." Jay-Z's response was calm but cutting. "We kings. But you started acting like a court jester." That single line, overheard by multiple witnesses, changed everything. Kanye stormed out minutes later, his team following in silence. The next morning, cryptic tweets flooded Ye's timeline. "The throne was never yours to keep. Watch the real kings rise. Some brothers, fake love just to stay on top." By then, the internet was on fire. Hashtags like #ThroneWar and #JVs that trended for days. Fans split into two camps. Team that believed Jay-Z had turned corporate, forgetting his roots. Team J claimed Kanye's ego had finally destroyed the bond. Rap blogs dissected every lyric, every social post. Every old interview, searching for clues in a brotherhood-turned battlefield. But beneath the surface, there was something even more shocking brewing. A leaked recording that nobody was supposed to hear in March 2023. An anonymous source sent audio clips to several YouTube news outlets. In one, a voice believed to be Kanye's could be heard saying, "Jay's been playing both sides," feeding info to them label execs while pretending to be silent. "He's been setting me up since Yeezus." Another clip allegedly captured Jay-Z talking to a ROC Nation board member. "I love thee, but he's unpredictable. If we tie our business to his drama, we all lose." The audio clips went viral within hours. Some claimed they were AI generated. Others swore they were real. But the damage was done. The narrative was set. This wasn't just a feud, it was a war for legacy, for control, and for who really defined hip-hop's soul. Meanwhile, the fans weren't the only ones reacting. Other artists began speaking up. Pusha T posted a cryptic story. "They build you, then fear you." Drake, who's had his own rocky history with both men, liked several tweets supporting Jay-Z. Beyoncé stayed silent, but Kim Kardashian reportedly called the situation toxic and manipulative, especially after Kanye accused Jay's team of blacklisting him from major fashion events. Then, an unexpected twist, Kanye released a surprise single at 3 a.m. titled Blueprints, Burn 2. The lyrics were pure fire. "Used to call you Hav. Now I call you Ghost. You taught me Empire. Then you turned me Post. I bled for the throne. Now I stand alone. The king's still breathing. I built my own." Within minutes, Jay-Z responded, not on social media, but on stage. During his performance in Brooklyn, he stopped mid-set and said to the crowd, "Don't ever forget the student can learn from the master. But when he bites the hand that fed him, he starves." The crowd roared. The internet exploded. And hip-hop officially divided into factions. Weeks later, TMZ reported that a major documentary deal between Netflix and ROC Nation had been canceled, and the reason, allegedly, was creative conflict over Kanye content. Sources say the wanted raw truth. Jay wanted control. When talks broke down, Kanye reportedly took his footage and began editing his own docuseries called Thronefall. But here's where the story took a darker turn. Days after the announcement, Ye's production studio in Calabasas was broken into. Hard drives were stolen, specifically the ones containing the early episodes of Thronefall. Security footage showed masked men in black hoodies, one of them wearing a Rockefeller chain. The clip leaked online for a brief hour before being scrubbed completely. Ye went ballistic. He posted, "Y'all thought y'all could silence me." The truth always leaks. Hours later, Jay-Z's PR team issued a short statement. "We have no comment regarding any fabricated allegations." It was war, and everyone knew it. In June 2024, a new wave of chaos hit the timeline. An anonymous hacker released private emails between major label executives discussing Project Harmony, a secret initiative meant to restore stability in hip-hop. By controlling narrative-heavy artists, the emails mentioned both Jay-Z and Kanye as variables. One message read, "If it continues to spiral, we let Jay take narrative control. If Jay resists partnership, pivot to younger talent." The internet erupted. Fans accused the industry of manipulating black artists for profit. Kanye, seeing the outrage, jumped online again, this time calmer but dead serious. "I told y'all, this game ain't about music. It's about ownership. They playing chess with our souls." Jay-Z, in a rare radio interview, fired back. "Ye's always been emotional, but this isn't about war. It's about accountability. You can't burn every bridge and then complain you're on an island." Their words felt like final blows. No longer brothers, no longer allies, but rivals for hip-hop's moral throne. But just when fans thought it was over, something unexpected happened. During the 2025 Grammy nominations, both Kanye and Jay-Z were nominated in the same category, Best Rap Collaboration. The twist: the nomination came from a leaked, unreleased track they'd recorded years ago, Reunion. The internet froze. Nobody saw it coming. Was it a setup, a PR stunt, or a peace offering from the Recording Academy? For the first time in nearly a decade, both men were set to attend the same event. The world waited headlines, counting down the days. Fans analyzing every rumor. When the night finally came, the air was electric. Cameras flashed as Jay-Z arrived first, sharp in a black tux. Moments later, Kanye stepped out, all-white suit, no entourage, no smile. The crowd buzzed during the ceremony. As the category came up, everyone held their breath. And the Grammy goes to Kanye West and Jay-Z for Reunion. The crowd gasped. Kanye stood still. Jay-Z gave a half smile. Slowly, Kanye walked toward the stage. The two men locked eyes for the first time in years. The silence was deafening. Then a handshake. Brief, tense, but real. Fans were crying, clapping, tweeting nonstop. For a moment, it felt like peace. But later that night, a behind-the-scenes video leaked, showing Kanye telling a friend that handshake, that was closure, not forgiveness. Jay, in a separate clip, said, "Some wars never end, they just go quiet." And with that, the story came full circle. So, was this the end of Kanye and Jay-Z's war? Or just another pause in a battle too deep to ever fully die? Some say they'll never truly make peace, that their rivalry represents something bigger than just two men. It's about creativity versus control, faith versus power, passion versus politics. And even now, after the Grammys handshake, the tension still lingers in the air like smoke after a battlefield. What started as brotherhood became a symbol of how fame, business, and ego can turn love into war. From Watch the Throne to Thronefall. Their story has become a mirror for the entire culture, showing just how fragile loyalty can be in a world built on competition. And the fans, they're still divided. Some believe Jay-Z is the mastermind, the corporate strategist who outplayed everyone. Others swear Kanye is the visionary, misunderstood, emotional, but real. One thing's for sure: hip-hop will never be the same. But we want to know what you think. Do you believe Jay-Z really betrayed Kanye? Or was Kanye the one who let fame and paranoia destroy everything they built together? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's settle this debate once and for all. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into hip-hop's most explosive feud, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because, trust me, we've got more untold stories and crazy celebrity twists coming your way.